Hi, my name is Pat, and this is my channel, Book Chat with Pat, and I'm glad that you're here. Today is Poetry Thursday, and since it's been feeling a little bit like spring around here this week, we've had a couple of days in the high 50s and even the low 60s, I thought that I would focus on some poetry of nature, because spring is definitely in the air. So I just thought I would read a few different poems from several different poets that just give us a feeling of our relationship with the natural world. So I'm going to start with a poem by Denise Levertov called In California, Morning, Evening, Late January. Pale, then enkindled, light advancing, emblazoning summits of palm and pine, the dew lingering scripture of scintillas, soon the roar of mowers cropping the already short grass of lawns, men with long nozzled cylinders of pesticide poking at weeds, at moss in cracks of cement, and louder roar of helicopters off to spray vineyards where braceros try to hold their breath. And in the distance, bulldozers, excavators babble of destructive construction, banded by deep oak shadow, airy shadow of eucalyptus, miners' lettuce, tender, untasted, and other grass, unmown, luxuriant, no green more brilliant, fragile paradise, at day's end the whole sky, vast, unstinting, flooded with transparent mauve, tint of wisteria, cloudless over the malls, the industrial parks, the homes with the lights going on, the homeless arranging their bundles. Who can utter the poignance of all that is constantly threatened, invaded, expended, and constantly, nevertheless, persists in beauty? Tranquil as this young moon just risen and slowly drinking light from the vanished sun. Who can utter the praise of such generosity or the shame? Kyoto, March, by Snyder. A few light flakes of snow fall in the feeble sun. Birds sing in the cold, a warbler by the wall. The plum buds, tight and chill, soon bloom. The moon begins first, forth, a faint slice, west at nightfall. Jupiter halfway, high at the end of night. Meditation. The dove cry twangs like a bow. At dawn, Mount Hiei dusted white on top. In the clear air, folds of all the gullied green hills around the town are sharp. Breath stings. Beneath the roofs of frosty houses, lovers part from tangle warm of gentle bodies under quilt, and crack the icy water to the face, and wake and feed the children and grandchildren that they love. The Well Rising by William E. Stafford. The well rising without sound, the spring on a hillside, the plowshare brimming through deep ground everywhere in the field. The sharp swallows in their swerve, flaring and hesitating, hunting for the final curve, coming closer and closer. The swallow heart from wing beat to wing beat, counseling decision, decision. Thunderous examples. I place my feet with care in such a world. Letter to the person who carved his initials into the oldest living longleaf pine in North America, by Matthew Olzman. Tell me what it's like to live without curiosity, without awe, To sail on clear water, rolling your eyes at the kelp reefs swaying beneath you, ignoring the flicker of mermaid scales in the mist, looking at the world and feeling only boredom. To stand on the precipice of some wild valley, the eagles circling, a herd of caribou booming below, and to yawn with indifference. To discover something primordial and holy, to have the smell of the earth welcome you to everywhere, to take it all in, and then to reach for your knife. And one cannot read nature poetry without reading Mary Oliver. I happen to be standing. I don't know where prayers go or what they do. Do cats pray while they sleep, half asleep in the sun? Does the opossum pray as it crosses the street? The sunflowers, the old black oak growing older every year. I know I can walk through the world along the shore or under the trees with my mind filled with things of little importance in full self-attendance. A condition I can't really call being alive. Is a prayer a gift or a petition, or does it matter? The sunflowers blaze, maybe that's their way. Maybe the cats are sound asleep. Maybe not. While I was thinking this, I happened to be standing just outside my door with my notebook open, which is the way I begin every morning. Then a wren in the privet began to sing. He was positively drenched in enthusiasm. I don't know why, and yet why not? I couldn't persuade you from whatever you believe or whatever you don't. That's your business. But I thought of the wrens singing. What could this be if it isn't a prayer? So I just listened, my pen in the air. And I'm going to close with one of my favorites. Mysteries, yes. Truly, we live with mysteries too marvelous to be understood. How grass can be nourishing in the mouths of the lambs, how rivers and stones are forever in allegiance with gravity, while we ourselves dream of rising. How two hands touch and the bonds will never be broken. How people come from delight or the scars of damage to the comfort of a poem. Let me keep my distance always from those who think they have the answers. Let me keep company always with those who say, look, and laugh in astonishment and bow their heads. As always, I thank you for watching. I hope that you're doing well. I'll speak with you again soon. Take care.